going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 22 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the top 5 running backs currently in Madden 22 Ultimate Team. This is your update for the month of November, and of course, if you guys enjoy this video, do me a favor. Go ahead and click that thumbs up. It shows a lot of support on the channel, on the videos. And also, if you're new here, you've been searching around for Madden 22 Ultimate Team content, be sure to click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. We do at least 2 of these per week, and maybe even more will be coming top 5 for each position in MUT 22. Now, this is the second time that we did running backs in the game, and there are a couple players that were in that top 5 that are still going to be in this video, but I actually want to start with somebody who's not even in the game yet. But since we're talking about running backs, it's only right to bring up Bo Jackson because he is coming to Madden 22. We don't know how or what yet, but on 11/19, which is Friday, Bo is coming back. Now that means that EA has his rights and eventually he will be in MUT. I don't know if this is something like for cosmetics in the yard. We just don't know yet. Maybe he's going to be part of the Harvest promo. I'd be shocked if he was a legend this weekend, considering we just got LeGarrette Blount last weekend, but we'll see. But Bo Jackson is coming, so it's only right that we mention him in the top 5 running backs, because I'm sure next time we do this in December, he'll probably be in there. Now, let's talk about our budget items first. With the budget items, these are cards that are usually under 100K, but I'm going to cheat just a little bit because the 2 that I'm going to talk about, 2 of the 3, are just slightly over 100K. Marshawn Lynch is the first one. This is a most feared LTD card, but it only goes for about 105 to 107K on average. And the main reason I picked this card, right, he's a power back. He's got 90 break tackle, 93 trucking, 87 change of direction isn't bad. Catching at 70 isn't awful, but he does have 91 speed. With that break tackle and that trucking, it's great. He does not have a power-up, but he can get any team chem in the game. So whatever theme team you might be rocking, even if it's not a full theme team, maybe you got 25 of one team on your squad like I do with the Eagles, you can put that team chemistry on there. So that's why I like this card a lot. For the price, you get a lot for it, including the fact that you can put a secondary position on this card and change him over to fullback. So if you need a fullback for the squad, he's not going to block very well for you, but this is a really good offensive fullback to add to the team as well. The other budget option is Deuce Staley, who is actually in our top 5. He might even have been number 1 or at least number 2 when we did this the first time around back at the end of September. 91 speed, 91 acceleration, 87 agility. His break tackle and trucking aren't as good as Marshawn Lynch, obviously. 86 for both of them. Catching's a lot better at 79. I've had and used this card pretty much since it came out, and it's never let me down. Right now I do rock 25 Eagles like I mentioned a moment ago, so we get a little extra boost here and there on that card, but I've really enjoyed this card, and I think at this price he's definitely worth picking up if you need somebody in that price range. For our third and final budget option, we're going super duper budget here with 87 overall most feared Raheem Mostert. Now this card we strictly picked because he has 91 speed. If you expect anything else from this card, stop looking right now. I mean, he does have 90 acceleration, which is pretty good. 89 change of direction definitely helps if you're playing on next gen, but his catching's low, his break tackle's low, agility isn't even that good. We strictly picked him based on speed. The good thing is with that 91 speed, he's only about 25K. So if you're really broke and you need a running back, this is your choice. Also, maybe you need a second or third running back, or you run some sets that have 2 running backs on the field at the same time. This is a pretty good pickup, a very inexpensive pickup. So let's get into our top 5. The one disclaimer I want to give you guys, if you weren't aware or if you haven't seen these videos before, our top 5 is going to be cards that are 350,000 coins or under. Without a doubt, the best 2 running backs in the game are the LTD LeGarrette Blount that just came out this past weekend, and the LTD Team of the Week, Chase Edmonds, which came out a couple weeks ago. Those are the best 2 running backs in the game. Both 93 speed, but they're really expensive. The legend, the regular set legend LeGarrette Blount, he's about 450K. When Bo Jackson, if and when Bo Jackson comes out, that card could drop down in price. But the reason those cards are not in our top 5 are strictly based off of that price. So coming in at number 5 is Veterans Cordarrelle Patterson. This is a 90 overall card with 91 speed, sensing a theme here, right? 6'2", 90 excel, 90 agility, really well balanced right there. 82 catch, pretty good. He's an elusive back archetype, should have been receiving back. He does have change of direction, 88. Break tackle at 88 is not bad. The one thing that we're going to talk about in this video that I did not last time around was spin move. Now, this card has 87 spin move. The threshold that you want to get your running backs to, and even wide receivers if you can, is 88 spin move. That's going to give you the better spin move animation, and I'm sure you've been playing this game long enough in the year by now. You probably know that spin moves are super OP. So if you can get your running back or any ball carrier to 88 spin move, that's going to make the card much better. And if you power this card up, he's going to get there. 92 speed with the power up, 88 spin move, along with everything else +1 that you see on your screen. Also, being a veterans card, you can add team chems to this card, the teams that he's played for, without even needing to power it up. But I would recommend powering this card up to get him to that 88 spin move. I've had this card on my No Money Spent squad for a while, and he's been very, very good for me. Now, as far as abilities go, the only ability I've really used this year is Backfield Master. That's going to give him better route running out of the backfield. It's kind of like route tech for a halfback, but also included in that is 4 additional hot routes. So it's one of the best abilities in the game when you factor in the cost of it with 2 ability points, in my opinion. He can also get backfield mismatch. He can get jukebox. He can get grab and go. He can get evasive. But I think the juke and spin are so good this year without those things, they're not really necessary. But if you want to rock with them, absolutely feel free to go do so. And then the best thing about this card, right, we did our budget items, but this could fall in that budget category, and you take a look at it on Xbox, 101K basically. On PC, he's under 100K at 97.6, and on PlayStation, a little bit higher at 109,850. But if you take a look at the current live auctions, there's actually one up right now for 101K. So you can pretty much get this card for right around 100K. Coming in at number 5, it's Cordarrelle Patterson. Number 4 is going to be 92 overall Redux Curtis Martin. Remember, the Redux card is basically the LTD version of his legend card. Now that that is out of packs, he got a Redux, and that also means you don't need to power this card up. So what you see is what you're going to get. These are the max attributes without any strategy items or team chems on there. 91 speed again with another running back here. He's got 93 acceleration. I think that's the best excel that we've seen so far. He has 90 agility, 91 carry. His catching is terrible. I wouldn't worry about it too much, but it's not that great. He doesn't have the greatest trucking. Change of direction at 90 is good, and break tackle at 92 is really, really good. We talked about the spin move with Cordarrelle Patterson. He also has 88 spin move. Remember, this is the Redux. You don't need to power him up, so he already has that spin move there for you, and that makes this card really, really versatile. I like the break tackle, the speed, the spin move there. He's basically, you know, same speed as Cordarrelle, same spin basically, but he breaks more tackles, or at least he should. As far as abilities go here, he can also get Backfield Master. He's got evasive, spin cycle, jukebox, grab and go. Pretty much all the things that we just saw on Cordarrelle Patterson. He is also an elusive back archetype. As far as pricing goes on this card, I think for what you get, it's pretty affordable here. On PlayStation, roughly about 165K. On PC, we're looking at 180 even, and then Xbox, about 200K. I'm not sure why he's so much cheaper on PlayStation compared to the other two consoles or other two systems, but there you have it. Really good option with Curtis Martin, especially factoring in his price. Now, if you like Curtis Martin at number 4, I think number 3 with Jonathan Taylor here, Team of the Week card. This is basically like a better version of Curtis Martin. Now, he's 91 speed, 90 excel, 91 agility, 80 catching, 90 carry, 91 change of direction, 91 break tackle, 88 trucking, like just great across the board. I don't see many weaknesses other than catch, but having a catch with a running back in the 80s is pretty solid. And this is without the power-up. So now everything that I just told you is +1 to it. If we drop down a little bit further here, he has the stock 88 spin move, so you don't even need to power him up to get it there. I think this is a really solid card. The other thing to keep in mind, and I'm just kind of future-proofing this, Jonathan Taylor has just been beasting out this season. He's really good IRL. and he's going to get more upgrades, right? So if you have this card, he's really good right now. Hang on to him. I wouldn't suggest selling him or powering him back down unless you really need the training or the coins, because when he gets another upgrade, we just project him upwards. He's going to be one of the best running backs in the game because he's just so balanced across the board. As far as abilities go with this card, pretty much similar to everything else that we've seen. He's another elusive back archetype here, backfield master, backfield mismatch, grab and go, evasive. He gets spin cycle, he gets jukebox. Pricing wise, a little bit more expensive than Curtis Martin, but he's a little bit better, so it's justified. $240K on Xbox, on PlayStation, $231K, and then finally on PC, $219K. I mentioned Bo Jackson earlier today, or earlier in the video as well. All of these cards that I'm talking about, they're probably going to go down a little bit or a lot in price if and when that Bo Jackson is released. So if you like any of these and they're a little bit more expensive than what you can afford, just wait till Friday. Number 2 on my list, and you knew this card was coming, it's going to be 92 overall Most Feared Derrick Henry. This is the first power back archetype that we've put in our top 5, and I think when you factor in price and ability, it's a great card. It's why it's number 2 on the list here. 91 speed for Derrick Henry, 90 carry, 91 acceleration. He's not going to give you agility and change the direction, and honestly, if you're trying to run that way with him, you're just playing it wrong here. 92 trucking, 92 break tackle. He's a power back. By now, you've probably all seen Derrick Henry in real life, and you know what he does on field. That's what he needs to do for your team in MUT 22. Another thing to pay attention to is the weight. These bigger running backs, LeGarrette Blount is one of them as well, they're going to fall forward just a lot more. They're going to get better break tackle animations in the game. 247 pounds. He's 6'3". He's not going to hit that threshold as far as the spin move goes. But again, you shouldn't be spinning with this card. You should be trucking people, running them over, and his abilities play to that as well. If you take a look, he does get Bruiser, he does get Bulldozer. I haven't used this card yet. I faced it and been destroyed by it enough times to recommend it that you guys pick him up here. I would recommend putting Bulldozer on this card if you're going to use an ability point on him. And then pricing wise, super cheap, right? Like he's been cheaper than what we're even going to see here now, more than likely. I've talked about him like the last 2 weekends. His price keeps tanking. On PC, about $194K, on PlayStation about $172, and on Xbox roughly about $175. I mean, if you can get this card at these prices, this is like almost middle of the week prices. Wait until the weekend, you can catch him for like $150, $160 on a snipe. Absolutely worth it. And the number 1 card here, and I think price wise, you know, we talked about LeGarrette Blount, we talked about Chase Edmonds. For what you're getting with this card, plus the price, I mean, I could make a case that this is absolutely the number 1 card, even with those 2 guys factored in. It's Team of the Week, Willis McGahee. Now, let's start by saying this is the card without the power-up. These are all stock attributes. He's got 91 speed, 92 acceleration, 88 agility is a little low compared to some of the other cards that we've seen, but he does get 91 carry, 88 change of direction, and then truck and break tackle both above 90. Trucking 83, break tackle 91. He is a power back, but remember, all video we've been talking about that spin move, and take a look. He also has 87 spin move without the power up. So once you power him up, you're hitting 88. Now I'm giving you a power back who is just as powerful as Derrick Henry. Trucking, break tackle good. His weight is up there. It's not as much. He's got 91 speed just like everybody else that we've seen in this video. But also he can get 88 spin move with that power up. So now he gets the good spin animation. So this card is super well balanced. If he gets another card at the end of the year, it's going to be really, really good because of that. And then as far as abilities go, I mean, he can get you backfield mismatch, he can get you bruiser, he can get you bulldozer. I'm guessing that you need to have 88 stock spin move to get spin cycle and evasive and all that. No, evasive would be with juke move here, which I didn't take a look at his juke move, but it's 89, which also isn't bad. I haven't really paid attention to all of the other cards there, but 89 juke move for him. I just think this card is the total package. And honestly, I didn't realize it until I did the research for this video. I knew it was a decent card when it came out last week, but I didn't realize it was this good. It's so good, I almost kind of want to pick him up for the no money spent squad here, just to get a different player on the team. Pricing wise, I don't think you're asking too much here for him. 246K for everything that he gives you. 246 is really, really good on Xbox there. On PlayStation, about 217, making me want to go get that right now. And then PC, about 297K. Much, much more expensive on PC. You guys on PC market have to deal with that occasionally. A little bit rough there. And that's it. That's the top 5 running backs in MUT 22 for the month of November. Down below in the comment section, let me know who you guys are using. Also, did this video change your mind? Are you going to go pick up somebody different? Also, one more time, if you enjoyed the video, click that thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.